My fan from Patrick Ta. I love this thing. That's so nice. Ooh, look. I'm a commercial. You know what? I'm gonna waste all my battery. Let me stop. Hi guys, it's Stacy. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm going to share with you a few things that I picked up on Nordstrom.com. This video is not sponsored. They have no idea who I am. They don't know me at all. I am simply a customer. That is it. Anyway, what stood out to me with my purchases are, I'm looking at them here at the table, they are Estee Lauder heavy. And that surprised me because I haven't purchased anything from that brand in I don't know, years. Last thing that I remember buying from them was Estee Lauder Double Wear. And that was before like Beauty Blender application and me using primers and things like that to make foundation look more skin-like for me. And I was okay with it till I walked out the door and stepped outside. I mean, I couldn't see a flaw on my face, but it also didn't look like my face. Looking at Nordstrom's site, I saw they had a couple of new eyeshadow palettes and blushes that looked really, really pretty. And a double wear powder that I was kind of curious about, along with the foundation. This is an entirely Estee Lauder. I also have some mascara from Benefit. I have a Clé de Peau concealer. We've got a Gucci bronzer and a Westman Altier highlighter. I'm going to move a little closer to you guys and we'll get started on the look. Okay? Okay, so primer. I got on the Nordstrom site to search for primer because I thought, you know what, why not try a new primer? And I don't know, I didn't want to try any of it. It didn't appeal to me. But what was funny is what came up in the search was this. Okay, get a little of my face. Refreshing. My fan from Patrick Ta. I love this thing. That's so nice. Ooh, look. I'm a commercial. You know what? I'm gonna waste all my battery. Let me stop. Anyway, okay, primer is on. And here we go. Gonna try the Double Wear again, shade Fawn. Let's see. Pour a little on the back of my hand. I know you can buy a separate pump from this, excuse me, but I've also read that the reason this didn't have a pump was because of how the product dried down and that it could clog the pump mechanism. And I have heard people say that when they have gotten a pump with it, it does. And then it ends up like working 3 or 4 times okay, and then it dries down inside the pump. And then when you try to use it, the foundation like shoots out across the room. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm using a little bit at a time here. And my goal is to slowly build this up and not get carried away like I did last time. I'm gonna dip it into the sponge this time and see if that works better. Yeah, I think that works better. Okay, there we go. I like that. And it doesn't look heavy at all. Next up, eyeshadow. I don't know if I said I got 2 palettes or not, but I did. I got two palettes. One is more warm toned. The other one is like neutral, cool toned. And these are the Pure Color Envy Luxe Eyeshadow Quads. And I have them in shades 04 Desert Dunes and 08 Wild Earth. I'm going to show you guys both. Here's the packaging. Those colors are beautiful. I think, yeah, if I turn it like that, you get a better idea. That's better. Wow. These are nice. Texture feels strange. Ooh, okay. Here, let me swatch and then talk about the textures for you guys. Here is the palette. There, you see those? Okay, so the reddish shade that has like a glitter, yeah, it has glitter particles in it. It feels gritty, like I can feel the glitter in it, which I don't know about putting that on my eye. And then the gold one is smoother and it has more of a subtle, not subtle, more of a metallic sheen, not glittery but metallic. Same thing with the sort of orangey shade. That one has an even softer metallic sheen. And strangely enough, I don't know if this is black or really, really dark brown. It's hard to explain. I don't know. That one actually has the smoothest feel when I was swatching it. So, I don't know. I love the colors. I'm just not sure about the texture of the shadows. And then the second palette is Desert Dunes. And pretty sure this was the cooler toned one. And those look like this. Turn more to the side so you can get a better sense of the color without being... It's a train, it's a train. Okay. These paler shades, like the cream, is kind of vanishing into the back of my hand. But I'll do my best to build it up. Then we have the deeper shades. So that's the swatch of this palette. It's much more subtle. But I think I like this one better. I like the feel of it better. The texture of it feels a lot more smooth and buttery, and the metallics don't feel so gritty. So I'm going to work with this one today, and then I'll try the, what is it, Wild Earth one on a different day. I didn't think this had really any color to it, but it has a little bit. It's subtle, but it's nice. Okay. I don't know why I like that, but I do, and it's like a barely there shade. It's pretty. Okay, I'm going to switch to Sonia G's Blender Pro brush, this one. And we'll use the next matte shade. It's like a warmer, almost caramel color. Nice. They seem to blend very nicely. They are powdery though. What just a subtle, pretty eye look, you know? I don't know, I like it. Like, I feel like you could do a little liner, mascara, and go if you really like. It'd be perfect for one of those no makeup looks, which I really don't do. but you know, I'll keep building this color. But it looks nice. It's the Sonia G Crease Pro. It's this one. And I'm going to go in very, very carefully with that dark shade, the one I can't tell if it's black or brown. Let's go in for the outer corner. I'm going to build this up very lightly. Yeah, really, really lightly. It blends out nice. And I like the fact that this can go on not ultra pigmented, you know. I think that makes it much more wearable and usable. This would be a perfect like work look. Oh, this is so pretty. Just really soft, and I like that. So nice. Okay, I actually want to mix the two shades, that deep black brown shade and the softer sort of the mid-tone. I'll call it caramel. I don't know how else to explain it. The sort of mid-tone nude shade. I want to mix them together and then go into the crease, just to emphasize it a little bit more. Here into very subtle eye looks. This is nice. If you like a lot of pigmentation, you're not gonna like this. This is one that you would be building for days. Now onto some sparkle. Let's see what happens there. I'm gonna use the Valentino primer. I've used it before. It's not my favorite, but it's what I've got. Well, that's not bad. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is the Sonia G Flat Definer brush. It's pretty. Still want to use my finger a little bit. Yeah, it's better with my finger. I think I need to go back in to the crease a little bit. I could just blend eyeshadow for hours. I find it really relaxing, but need to move on. I was trying to think of like the next step I want to do, and actually I'm going to start with go to concealer then mascara, because I decided I'm going to use the Clé de Peau concealer, and this is in the shade Ochre, and this is their radiant corrector for eyes, and I want to let it sit under my eyes a bit. I like to do that with the concealers when they're this creamy, to increase coverage and decrease creasing. Yeah, that's it. And I'm going to let that just sit there while I move on to mascara. I'm using the Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara. There is the brush there. Ooh, this wand is almost too flexible. I feel like it's going every which way. Wow. Ooh. Can you see a difference? The only thing I can say is that it's hard not to make a face doing this. That this wand is so bendy. On the one hand, the rubberized bristles, you know, really help with the application, but I don't want to touch it, but it just kind of feels like it's flopping all over the place. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna go ahead and blend out concealer now. Ooh, that's a little bit lighter than I thought. Coverage is good. I'm just not sure about that shade. We'll see. I'm curious if it oxidizes as it dries down. Okay, brows. It's an oldie but a goodie, the Dior brow pencil. It's the Dior Show Brow Styler. I have repurchased this I don't know how many times. It's just such a good brow pencil. It's so easy to use, and my brows need help. Been trying to grow them back out, and I don't know, I just don't want to cooperate. They're growing back in, but not in the places that I want them to, you know? So, oh well, that's what brow pencil's for. You really can make hair-like strokes with this pencil. So nice. Sorry, did I say the shade? Universal Dark Brown. And it has a really good spoolie on the end of it. Like, it's firm enough to really brush the product through and brush up your brow hairs, but it's not harsh on the skin. Okay, powder. So I took this out of the box already because I was impatient, but it's the, again, Estee Lauder Double Wear, and this is their soft translucent glow powder. They have a few formulas of this, and the other ones are matte, and there's like a lighter and deeper shade, but I didn't want a matte powder on top of the Double Wear foundation, and also I don't gravitate towards matte powders, period. So I want the translucent glow. Oh, okay. Woo, hard to open. All right, and here it is, and it has, oh, it's so cute. It's got a little puff, a little powder puff up there on top. And you take that out, and it has its own like little well. And then you open it up, and oh, the powder goes everywhere. Jeez. Pleasant. Another Sonia G brush. Uh-oh. It is the Anochi Pro. I think that's how you say it. I apologize for the mispronunciation. I got that wrong. I'm sure I did. And then just, I'm really trying to buff it into these areas here because that's where I'm prone to creasing. Wow. 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 This looks so smooth. My goodness. I was worried it would, even though it says translucent glow, it's still Double Wear, so I was worried it would be like too drying. I can't even close. Why is this so hard to close? Okay, I'm gonna worry about that later because I don't want to break it. But wow, that just, I look like I have no pores. Yes, poreless. Next up, bronzer. This is the Gucci bronzer, and I have it in 03 looks like this. I know you guys have seen it a ton of times. I have the Nietzsche Pro, this brush. I remember this was out of stock for the longest time at Beautylish. When it came back in, I was so happy. Whoa! I picked up a lot. Pretty. Just take a little more. There we go. And I like to take it up to the temples. A little on the jawline too. Ooh, earring. That looks nice. Pretty bronzer. It somehow gives you a glow without being shiny or sparkly at all. Now we have the Estee Lauder blushes, and these are the Pure Color Envy Sculpting Blushes. I have it in shade 140 Alluring Rose, and then shade 310 Peach Passion. This is the peach one first. And turn it here. Oh, it matches my nails. How cute. But that's the color. The other shade is Alluring Rose. And this is the one I think I'm going to go with just because the eye look, it's a little bit more neutral. Let me turn it. Is that better for light? You know what? I don't know how different they look on camera, but they really are different. Can you see the difference? I'm looking at the monitor and they don't look different at all, but I'm looking at them in person and they definitely are. We're gonna go with the rose shade, and I'm just gonna use the same brush I used for powder. And this is a matte blush. Not my fave formula. I like satin. A little bit of radiance. That's what I like. But I'm gonna try it. That's pretty. That's pretty. Okay. Let's see. I think I'll put on a little more. But I like that it's buildable. Because too much blush scares me. This is really just very soft and kind of romantic, if that makes sense. Yeah. I think that's pretty. I like that. It's just a very, I think, soft, pretty, very natural looking blush. Okay, highlight. I'm starting to rethink this. Too late. It is and I took this out of the packaging too. It is the Westman Altier highlighter, and it is their super loaded tinted highlight. And it is in the shade Peau de Pêche. And this sucker feels like a hockey puck. Okay. Oh. It's not a powder, it's a cream. Looks like that. Very pretty. I don't know if that's coming across at all. But it's deeper than I thought. I think this is gonna be like a blush topper, but I'll go for it. Let's see. Use my finger. Ooh. You guys see that? Wow. It's weird. It's a cream, but it dries down to a powder finish. but very blendable. It's really pretty. Wow. Other side. Got a little carried away there. That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna pull it down a little further since I was heading that way anyway. I think that looks like I'm just gonna end up with a lip gloss. Because I mentioned this before, I am not a lipstick person. I'll get there. But for right now, I'm going to use this gloss by Chanel, and it is in shade 716. Oh no, wait, I forgot setting spray. I did this last time. Charlotte Tilbury, my fave. Hold on. Woohoo, where's my fan? Oh, here it is. Another fan moment, because I know you love it. Yes, I am all done with Nordstrom Beauty Haul products. I am really impressed with how well the Double Wear foundation worked for me this time around. You know, having different tools just made such a difference. Using the beauty blender that shears things out, using the Prep and Prime as a primer, I think worked out really, really well. It made my skin feel nice and hydrated, and yeah, I think it gave it a good base. The Double Wear powder, oh wow, I mean wow. I was worried it would look too heavy, too cakey on top of the Double Wear foundation, but it did not. It is so pretty. I can't wait to try this on other foundations. I think this will be a go-to powder for me in the summer because it is more on the matte side without it looking like, you know, being too drying. Eyeshadow palette, is this the right one? No, here it is. This is the Desert Dunes one. It's a subtle palette. This one is much more subtle than the Wild Earth one, so I'll have to try that formula, but just from swatching this one is definitely the smoother of the two. I found this very blendable, but the color payoff is more on the more subtle side of things. You know what? I like this. I like the softness of it. I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty. It's very wearable, especially as people are kind of going back to work and back into offices. You know, more subtle makeup may be more appropriate and just may be more where people are comfortable. The metallics, I did use the glitter primer from Valentino with it, but I didn't even notice a lot of fallout applying it with the brush. I think it worked better applying that metallic shade with my finger, but I didn't notice a whole lot of fallout. The blush, so pretty. So pretty. I am generally not a fan of matte blushes. Again, that's the shade. I like a radiant blush, but this is pretty. This is pretty. It's a very pretty matte. It's a very soft matte. It doesn't look drying. It didn't bring out any texture to my cheeks. But then again, I had on the smoothing powder. So who knew? I don't know. Anyway, it's very pretty. I love the color. It's such a natural sort of flush of color for a blush. Flush of blush. Yeah, okay. Oh, mascara. The Benefit Bad Gal Bang. So far, so good. I wish it gave me a little bit more length. The wand is kind of wonky. It just like wants to, flop all over your eye, but it didn't like hit my lid where you get, mascara back there. So it did that. I feel like it gave me nice definition, definitely gave me volume. Like I said, I wish it gave me a little bit more length. Do I like it better than their Real formula? No. No, because that one gives me a lot of length and that's what I'm looking for. So I do like that one better, but so far so good on this one. The Dior brow pencil, I've talked about this before. It's a great pencil. Just pick a shade for you and I don't think you'll be disappointed. Chanel glosses, love. Again, pick a shade for you. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Just feels so good on the lips. Good, good, good. Oh, bronzer. Gucci bronzer. Beautiful. Beautiful bronzer. I do hope they expand the shade range on this because I feel like they could still go darker with this bronzer, a couple shades darker, but it's a really, really nice formula. Blends beautifully, looks great on the skin. Very pretty bronzer. Oh, highlight. I really like this. I don't really do cream highlights. Not really. I don't do a whole lot of cream products, period. I just feel like they slide off my face, but this is very pretty and the dry down on it is amazing. It feels just like there's a powder there. And it's in a shade you don't see a lot. You know, it's not in your more typical highlighter shade. So I really like this as well. Did I get everything? I think so. I hope so. If I missed it, sorry. But overall, I'm really happy with this haul. I'm really happy that I kind of rediscovered Estee Lauder. Who knew? Maybe you guys did. I didn't. I will definitely try the eyeshadow palette, the other one, the Wild Earth one, and the peach blush in a different video with a different look. But yeah, everything worked out. So far, so good. So that is it, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if, you know, there's products from Nordstrom that you think are good to pick up. You know, suggestions are very welcome. And let me know if you used any of these products and whether you had a good experience with them. All right, guys, that's it. Take care. Be well. See you at the next one. Bye.